again. And so when we got the bike, it had this 49cc Predator motor on it, and we put a lifting riser plate underneath of it, which meant that the gas tank no longer fit right on top of the motor like it came. So we had to figure out a way to, I mean, we just had it bungee strapped up here, and you know, it was working, but it looked like hell. So got a new tank. Dad bought a new tank for it. Pretty sweet little peanut tank, but the only problem is the frame is a split beam frame, and this tank wants to go over like a single spine. So we got to come up with something to mount this up with. So what we got is, I got this piece of aluminum channel because I'm smart enough to never throw anything away, and that's going to lay right in there. Gonna have to rise it up a little bit on that end. And then what we got here is a piece of a typewriter. So I'm gonna knock all that shit off of that end, and all that shit off of that end, and we'll cut these, and that'll ride right in that aluminum channel. We'll be able to mount the tank right to it. So that's the big plan for right now. I think it'll work. I think so. Alright, I cut the ends off of this typewriter thing, spool, I don't know what it's called. Got that done, and I cut this aluminum channel true to form. One side looks really good, and the other side, well, it's going to be hidden, so who cares. So the way that I cut this, it's going to mount right here. I'm going to drill this hole, and then I'll find something to space it up with up in the front, and that'll be how the tank gets mounted. Let's drill this hole and go from there. Alright. Yep, that's going to be perfect. Let's go get some hardware out and start working on mounting this up. Alright, this is what I came up with. So from the bottom it's not too pretty, but you know, looking at it from the top you really can't tell that much. You know, can't tell that much, but a little bit. So anyway, let's put some fuel in her and see if she holds. Alright, it is an undeniable fact that I am rocking the meanest mini chopper that these streets have ever seen. But other than the pipe that will burn the hell out of your leg, there's one thing that's just kind of bugging me, and it's this big old dorky cover here. Now, I am a fan. I want to have a guard there over the clutch and the belt and everything. I don't want to get my toes sucked into that thing on accident. But good Lord, is it ugly. So we'll see if I can do a little bit of work to make it a little prettier. Maybe make it match the custom aesthetic of the bike a little more. So years back I bought a couple of sheets of this stuff. You can get it at Menards or Lowe's, whatnot. It's just, you know, like aluminum with you know, a bunch of holes in it, perforated. I don't know what you'd call it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some holes and some patterns in here, rivet this to the back side of it, and maybe it'll look cool. Maybe. No. Okay, so this is pretty much what this is going to look like here, and then this will be riveted inside of it. Good look at it there. So hopefully it'll look cool. I'll check back in another eternity when I got more of it done. Alright, let's hydro dip this thing. We got ourselves a tub of clean, cold water. And this guy's still a little bit tacky with the black paint, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. And we will submerge this under there. So the air bubbles out. Push it to the bottom. Stay on the bottom. It will not stay on the bottom, so we'll anchor it down. Down to begin with. And now, the only color we have to use I mean, I got blue and I got orange, but I don't really think that'll go with the purple seat, whatever color that thing is to begin with. So we're just going to put a layer of silver over the top here and put it on pretty thick and pull this out and see what it looks like. I actually feel like that's too much, but we'll see how it comes out. I didn't plan very good. I should have something on my arms. Alright, so this is what I came up with. I think it's kind of cool. It's definitely got a look to it. So, I think it'll be alright. We'll put that mesh inside of there, rivet it in after it dries, and that's going to be what we end up with. I'll put a clear over it too, so give it a little protection. But I think it looks pretty cool. Different. Okay, alright, so we got it hydro dipped, we got it clear coated, and it came out okay. There's some spots that look a little weird to me, like right here, it looks really white, more than silver. I don't know if that was yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I like it though. It adds almost like a third color to it almost. And I riveted this piece in here, and I think it works okay. It doesn't want to, the rivets don't want to hold on as well as I hope that they would. So I think that I'm actually going to not put another piece behind here. I think I'm just going to leave that open like that. I think it looks good enough. And let's mount it back up to the bike, see what it looks like. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I think that's pretty cool. Lightning bolt. That side open, I think would be cool. A little more airflow. Turned out pretty good. I think I'm happy with it. Alright, I got the tank in this mounted all up, but it was making quite a clattery noise and just wasn't being held down right, and the aluminum channel that I used to mount it on was vibrating really bad on top of the bolt that it was just sitting on top of and zip tie tension held to. So we got to come up with something better. So I think I got a plan. So check this out. So as you could probably imagine, I did not put these holes in here. Came with those, but we're going to do our best with what we got. So we have this bolt, which put through this hole, and run this nut all the way down. Okay. Now with that sitting there like that, this aluminum channel goes underneath the seat and mounts to the seat bolt there, and then just was riding on top of this bolt, which ended up losing the back nut and just dropping all the way down and causing it to clatter and rattle so bad. So what we're going to do, what my plan is now, is I'm going to drill a hole in this, and then I'm going to drill a hole down into the head of this bolt, and I'm going to take this rubber foot off the bottom of an old computer, and I'm going to mount it in between the two. Hopefully I got a long enough bolt. I'll probably have to get a longer one. I'll tap that hole that I put in there, and hopefully that'll do the trick. Oh yeah, need a much longer bolt, so have to find one of those, and hopefully I have one, and we'll get moving on this. Alright, that's the bottom of the hole. These don't have to be perfect, they don't have to be great, they don't really have to be much more than just barely there. And I think that that's what we got. Absolutely. Like I say, it doesn't have to be super tight. It's plenty tight enough. That's already putting a lot of pressure on that. I love it, and it's gonna raise the gas tank up too, which would be nice. Still gonna zip tie it. You know this. Further help with dampening the vibration, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some strips off of here. You don't have to. Let me think here. About yay wide. So. What we'll do with these pieces of rubber is we'll lay it right inside of this channel, lay that typewriter roll across it, and hopefully that will help some of the vibration as well, some of the clatter. Okay, throw these in here, you know, roughly like so. And the typewriter roll. Okay. That's feeling pretty solid. Let's see how the tank looks. Oh yeah. Move it forward just a touch. Yep, that looks good. That looks real good. Alright, bring out the zip ties. Alright, I got my zip ties routed underneath. It's sitting on top of the typewriter roll. So now all I have to do is attach these mounting straps underneath it. It's not an easy task last time, but I don't think it's going to give me too much trouble. I say that now. Last one is always the easiest. Oh, maybe that's not how the song usually goes, but that's how it went today. Let's see if it fits. That will do nicely, I do believe. Okay, let's... Well, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. And I think it'll cut down on a lot of that clatter. So I say we take it for a cruise and find out. It's the only way to go. People suck. Fucking hard was that. And I'm the menace.